today's stream where we have got the Track Stars promo, which appears to be something along the lines of pace, physicality, athleticism to determine the players that have been chosen. So a lot of them have a lot of pace, or they're pretty damn good physically. Decent stamina, strength, aggression, and that seems to be what has chosen these players. Ironically, they're bringing out a promo where a chunk of the players seem to have been chosen because they're quick, in a game where pace is the least effective that it's ever been. So, that's great. What they could have done is, like, just chosen, like, the opposite. They could have chosen players that are notoriously not quick, or notoriously don't have great stamina or strength, and boosted that up. Instead of taking someone that's already really quick and making them a bit quicker, you could have made someone that's completely unusable suddenly a monster. Like Wendy Renard in the previous promo. She got like 35 pace or something ridiculous like that to make her card great. Giving someone like Theo Hernandez a little bit more pace and physicality when he's already got like 90 in those are a little bit pointless, but it is what it is. Right, let me make sure that game sound is turned off because we don't need that when we're playing FC rather than COD. So, hi, hey, hello, welcome everybody. Hopefully you've had a lovely week so far, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's stream. Both accounts right now are actually around the 2.1 mil mark, which is pretty damn sick. So we're managing both accounts pretty well. The plan will be to do a couple more reviews based on new cards that drop tonight over the next few days on the content account. So that should be pretty solid. Oh my god, I don't have the points to... wow, okay. Let's just do one Rivals game and hope that if we win it, then we get enough points to qualify. Smokey, good evening. Olan, I'm doing very well, thank you. It's Friday, which is always good. We've got my sister and her partner coming over tonight to do a murder mystery kind of thing. You may have seen me post about them on Twitter before. There's a load of them made by the same people, and they're really, really good fun. So we're doing that, and that should be solid. Looking forward to it. Played a bit of COD. I'm doing okay. Thanks. Oh my god, that felt so slow. Ping. I'm just being hunted down by a midfielder, not by a defender. Oh, she took so long to pass the ball. You say that's COD uninstalled. It's horrible maps and garbage. It's horrible. Maps are garbage. Guns inconsistent. I feel like inconsistent is probably the only word that can't be used to describe COD. Because of how smooth everything is every single time. Opinions on maps can obviously vary. They've just given you 3 more new maps. God. Crazy. Oh. But man, people don't enjoy stuff nowadays, do they? Ah, jeez. You want Chiesa? Oh wait, you're still playing this game after uninstalling COD. Wow. That is a rare individual right there. So many people have gone the other way. This game uninstalled, COD, Fortnite, that's it. Guns don't kill consistently. I mean, they do though. They do. It's genuinely one of the things that COD has always been good at. It takes the same amount of bullets to kill. If you hit them in the exact same spot, it will take the same amount of bullets every single time, because they literally have in-depth statistics that you can actually go and see the stats of. that are provided in patch notes and everything like that, and can be proved in like the firing range and practice matches and stuff like that. So I think that's very unfair. Well, not just unfair, but just wrong. Do I agree with most of the community that pack weight is worse this year? No, because are people forgetting what it was like at the start of last year? Because obviously I'm seeing those kind of posts online a lot. But people are so quick to forget. Last year, you couldn't even pack an inform for like the first couple of months of the game, let alone a promo card. But informs were non-existent in your packs. It was worse at the start of last year than it has been this year. And I feel like people potentially have their opinions on that kind of thing swayed because they're thinking of how the end of last year was compared to the start of this year. Obviously during like footies and stuff, every single pack is having like 20 promo cards in it. At the start of the year, there aren't that many promos in packs. You're not going to pack that many. And as I say, last year, I think it was worse. You could not pack an inform last year. And it feels like so many of the people that are moaning about the pack weight have completely forgot that that was a thing. Because it wasn't just like my experience, that was the standard experience. You couldn't even pack an inform. That was just it. Seems a lot of rant videos and then rants reacting to rant videos on YouTube right now. Copy and paste of last year and the year before. But it's normally the same like 2 or 3 people that do it. And people lap it up every single year and for some reason watch them even though they just moan about the same stuff year after year after year. And in the video will say, I know it's not going to change, but I'm going to moan about it anyway. What's the point? It is crazy to me how many people watch all of those kind of videos, every single one that comes out. Even though, without clicking on the video, you can probably already guess what 3/4 of it is going to say. Oh. Ooh. When you have people that in their videos are telling you that they only play the game because it's their job and they actively hate the game that they're playing, why do people want to watch more of your stuff if they know that you, in the videos where you're not ranting, you're basically just lying to everyone, pretending that things are fine? I don't know. I don't like it. I never have. Well, I can understand doing a complete like one-off. Like if I was to do a video talking about the state of this game, that's not something that I do. So if I did an hour-long video talking about every single thing in depth and my thoughts, the pros and cons of certain things, that'd be different. But if every 2 weeks I was making an hour-long video moaning about the game, surely people would get bored. But then, judging by the views of these videos, apparently not. Somehow. People don't get bored of it. Even though it's the same every time. I need to turn off this Copper City timer. Okay. Could have made a player like Busquets usable. Yeah, you have 7 mil thanks to rival rewards. That's ridiculous. Any idea why you haven't had compensation for the Icon/Hero pack thing? Because if you did it on console, then apparently their detection levels are much better. And so therefore people trying to scam their way into compensation haven't got it. Which, I don't mind that, to be honest. to be honest. We get it. You know how to do that skill move. Do something else. You swear on FIFA, people want all the good cards to pop out like it's footies. Exactly. And yet they'll say that the game is dying earlier when that does happen. I think it was... yeah, Haber put out a couple of tweets earlier today, which I have said similar recently, that a good chunk of the problems that we see are obviously due to EA. But then there are many other problems that are community driven. And I think those kind of content ones are community driven. It feels like so many people were so desperate for constant content. New players, new packs, new upgrades, all of this stuff. That it's like an addiction to content. That all of a sudden, the more of it you get, the less it actually makes you feel good. And now you're dependent on it, and without any of it, you feel terrible. But even with it, you don't feel that much better. And so you've got to the point where you need this, otherwise you have no feeling at all. But even with it, it's not changing your thoughts. And that's a real problem. People love to moan, a lot say the game is trash, but we'll still buy it next year. People have been doing that for a decade straight. And that's not even an exaggeration at this point. A lot of people will probably be on maybe their like 5th or 6th year of it. But there will be people that for a decade have been saying that now. Inconsistency with guns are normally down to ping. Yeah. But you can't just say that it's not consistent for you, because you're not replicating the exact same scenario every single time. It doesn't make any sense. If you do replicate the identical scenario in COD, the same thing will happen, because it's literally statistics driven. If a gun does 50 damage for one bullet and you hit them 3 times, they die. Whereas if you hit them in the arm and it does 25 damage, you're not going to kill them in 3 bullets. It's not like this game where even if you have 99 in a stat, it doesn't do the same thing every time. 2 controllers on screen. What does the extra one do? I'm going to get rid of it because it's completely pointless. Basically, the one on the left is showing your input, right? What you're pressing on your controller. The one on the right is supposedly the game's input based on your input. So, in theory, it should be exactly the same. In reality, we all know that when you're playing champs and there's button delay, that the controller on the right should probably be like half a second behind the one on the left because of the delay. And so I turned it back on this year, last weekend or the one before, whenever it was, to see whether that would reflect in the controllers on the screen. No. No. You can't see the button delay represented in the 2 different controllers on the screen. So it is completely pointless having it as a setting in the game. So I need to turn it off and I'll just take it back to the 1. In theory, in a game that is actually like true to itself and properly shows you everything, it'd be really intriguing to see the effect of, like, maybe not delay, because delay doesn't exist in the other games, but maybe the impact of, like, your ping would be intriguing. But this game's servers and netcodes, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can go into a match with 20 ping and it feel worse than a game that you go into with 75. It's irrelevant, sadly. Pinger! Just gonna cut in and then bang it! Oh! Beza, hello, how's it going? Very late to the party, but played Warzone for the first time. You've been missing out, may get hooked. Did you play normal Warzone or Resurgence? Because last night we streamed some Resurgence. I then played some more off-stream. No dub yet, sadly. But 2 second places. And 2 thirds. And then a 4th and a 6th and a 5th now, I think. So close. Oh, it locked onto the offside guy. Normal. Did you mention escape room a few minutes ago? No, not at all. No, I did not. I'm not even sure where that would have... I don't know what we would have talked about that you would have thought that I was on about. No! Yo! The content and price of content is so inconsistent. Yep! Another thing that you can be frustrated at EA about. Because the logic is just bizarre. And there we go. We have the points to now do our qualies. Qualifiers. 100 season points earned as well. Incredible. Smokey, exactly. Complete the Nunes SBC and my god, he's so good. Nice. I'm glad that he is for you. It's sad to hear someone like committing to do an SBC and then just don't get along with the card. Oh, a picture. So, yeah, that's good. That is good, yeah. Taliso, not that far away from him. But we get Fleury. Don't find COD to be inconsistent, neither do I. Hope all is well. All is well, thank you very much. Hopefully the same can be said for you. You got him and Mbappe up front, and so OP. Nice. Evos, by the way, if you haven't put someone into them, Les Bleus, which is actually a really good Evo, expires today. So if you haven't put someone in, I'm assuming it's at 6, unless it's one of those stupid ones that ran out at 5 o'clock. In theory, you should have 53 minutes to put somebody into Les Bleus. And then tomorrow, Deep Lion Playmaker expires. So watch out for that one. And then in terms of free ones, we've got loads of time. I don't really care about the paid ones. 100,000 coins. It's just a bit mad to me. But I've completed this Sissoko on the content account, so he's now fully done, which is awesome. And on this one, I'll get that done. Loads and loads of time. I do need to put somebody into Hey Jude. I can't remember if I was going to do... This one might have been the one that I was going to put Buonanotte into. El Canoes also fits. But I think Buonanotte gets better stats? Is that right? Yeah. So, maybe this is what we do. But it has no time on it, so maybe I'll do it when I can, like, chain. I don't know. Oh, actually, Olin, it might have been, we're doing a murder mystery tonight. but it's from a thing called Cryptic Killers, and basically you get a load of information. There's a crime, you've got suspects, you've got interviews, you've got little pieces of evidence and stuff like this, and you basically have to scour through everything to basically rule people out of who it isn't, and then try and nail it down. Okay, it's this one. And there's information that you get online by accessing some like an email server and stuff like that, and then you have to put in your answer at the end and see if you got the right one as well. They're really, really good. I've done 2 of them so far. This is the 3rd. We're going up from easiest to hardest difficulty. And we got it down to a 50-50, me and the GF on the first one, and sadly got it wrong. The second one, though, we got it right. Because I saw, we were so close. There are hints online as well if you get stuck at certain places. We nearly had to stop and just say, you know what, we're going to have to go for it. But I saw something, and we got it right. But tonight, it's going to be me, her, my sister, and her partner. So, hopefully the 4 of us can smash it. Until a reasonable menu grind is coming, you're done with the game in November. It's not ideal. Also, have I come off TikTok? I sporadically do TikTok streams. The problem, I'm trying to figure out what the hell to do on my TikTok account to actually grow it and get any kind of views. Because it doesn't seem to matter what kind of videos I put up, they don't do well. Whether they do well for other people and I do a similar style but with my own twist, nope, doesn't seem to make any difference. We do videos about the content, doesn't seem to do anything. When I stream, the viewership is really low and it basically loses me followers. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've been stuck at like the same amount of TikTok followers for basically a year straight. Within like 100 people, it's just stuck. I cannot get it to keep going up, so I don't know what I need to do. But we're going to experiment with some stuff. I've said FC25 is going to be a bit of an experimental year, whilst we also see what people's reactions to the game and stuff are, so I don't know. So like Cluedo. Not really like Cluedo at all, no. It's not a board game. It's more like... People sometimes do like murder mystery stuff at like a party, and you'll all come up dressed as like your character and stuff like that. Everyone gets information about their character and stuff. It's more like those kind of things. But like I could show you, but I don't want to spoil anything for myself for later. But oh, this will do. This will do. So this is what it is, right? You basically get this, and then inside are a load of different pieces of evidence. And so all of these things will have some kind of small piece of information within it that will help you either rule someone out or potentially give a motive or something like that. And there's normally like 5 suspects, and you have to basically get the right one and submit it online at the end of it. It's really, really fun. If you like sort of intellectual team activities. Another way of describing it would be a paper-based escape room. Because in escape rooms you have to figure out clues and puzzles and utilize that to like get to the next area or unlock some information, stuff like that. I guess you could make some kind of comparison. Liam, very good, thank you. Hopefully yours are all the same as well. Did I see Jones for England last night? Not really. I had the game on, but I just don't care. I just don't care. Until Tuchel is in, unless it's World Cup or Euros, I have the England games on, but I don't actively watch them. I was playing Warzone and had the game on at the side. So, I saw his goal, But aside from that, no. It's just... it's hard to care, really. Like, maybe if it was, like, the final stages and we actually had a chance of winning the trophy in the Nations League, that'd be different. But, like, this group stage, getting promoted or whatever the hell it is. And against Greece. It's hard to get geared up for that kind of fixture for me. Miles offside. Scotland play tonight. Absolute scenes. Ooh, Packford is moving. Give us a foul. We'll take it. Ping. Go on, weak foot from there. I mean, very close. Nearly had a Jude last night, scoring it in off the post and then the keeper. Oh my god, you should have passed that. We'll take it. You say FC25 has gone down the drain. An end of 24 with the last couple of days before this new one came out. Nothing's changed. What made you think that FC24 died with a few days left? That interests me more than your thoughts on this one. I don't know what would have... What do you mean? And you also say nothing's changed, but it's not true, is it? This game is not the same as the last one. In terms of the menus, in terms of the game modes, in terms of the gameplay, this game is not the same as last year. Even if you dislike both games, they are very different. Okay. I mean, I double tapped it. You do you. No! My god, she's been absolutely assaulted there. Ooh. So I am actually going to play, as you can probably tell from the fact that I'm playing a qualifier, I am actually going to play Champs on the RTG this week. I did not last week because I didn't want to, which is a sad thing to say. I could have. I did also have some other stuff going on, but I could have done it, but I didn't. I played it on the content account, and I'm glad I did, because that did actually benefit me coin-wise, which helps with videos. And same with Rivals. I didn't play Rivals this week on the RTG, but I did it on the content account just to bump it up for more vids. Oh, make a forward run, you muppet! I even tapped LB. Why is he turning around? Defending with a forward just shouldn't work. Defending with a forward just shouldn't work. Stop tackling me from behind with players that don't have the defending stats. Even if they do, you shouldn't be able to. Gameplay. The first time coming onto FC25 it was laggy and slow in gameplay, but on FC24 it was smoother and felt better than this one. Just because the gameplay is slow doesn't mean it's worse. Especially when you're coming off of using 99 rated players to 80 to 85s. Even if the gameplay, like the core gameplay, was quicker, it wouldn't feel it because of the cards you're using. But it's always going to feel slower at the very beginning. And in general, the core gameplay is slower this year. Like, pace is nowhere near as much of a thing as it has been in the past. But I don't think that's bad. I think actually being able to build up more and have to think about your passes a bit more is a good thing. The frustrating things for me are things like that. Like, tackles from behind are mind-numbingly stupid. And how they haven't altered it yet after the first 2 patches is crazy to me. Oh, I mean, I played it through to Francesco and he was in on goal, but never mind, game. Never mind. But at the same time, I know I'm in the minority that likes the core game this year. And it's sad that that's the case, because it harms my career for the vast majority of people to not agree with me. Because it means they're less likely to watch the game. Last year you moaned about it in terms of menus, etc. It's miles better. They only want you to use the store. I'm not sure I agree. I personally actually think, compared to last year, I don't think the store has actually been as mental as it was last year. Last year's push towards the store from before the game was even out was mental. I do think this year they have tried to tone things down, and the power curve and everything like that. I think they have attempted to slow it, because it was one of the things that everybody moaned about last year. And I think they've done an okay job with it. So far. So far. It is a key point in that sentence, though, because it could completely change, and then I'll have to take back everything that I've just said. Which wouldn't surprise me, because it's EA. And it is rare that they can continue doing things in an okay way for a sustained period of time. They can normally have like a good month or 2, and then that's it. That's the max. Hey, maybe this year will be different. Good one. It won't be different. It won't. Bang! Oh, he didn't shoot. So yeah, I actually think that compared to last year, the store is less egregious. Still, compared to like 5 years ago, it's mental, of course. I don't think anybody in the world would deny that. But I think last year was the worst that we've had it in that regard. Oh, man. And again, that's not to say that it's good, but it's better. IMO. Do I think Bobby Reed was a pointless signing? Yep. The only way that I would have said no to that question is if we hadn't signed Ayew. Because regardless of your thoughts on Jordan Ayew, he is basically just a better version in pretty much every way than Bobby D. Cordova-Reid. So why get both? And why bring Bobby on ahead of other players? I genuinely no clue. Because your argument could be that he's a more experienced professional in the Premier League. Okay, that's fine for like team morale and sort of utilizing your experience to help your younger teammates grow and progress. But that doesn't mean that bringing him on when we're losing a game is going to give us more opportunities than bringing someone better on that's younger. So, yeah, pretty much completely and utterly pointless, sadly. Tackles bouncing back to opponents is frustrating too. Can tackle 5 or 6 times and the ball bounces back to forwards. Yep. I saw a small... Was it like a Twitter thread? Or maybe it was just a tweet. Oh my god. Where they were talking about that kind of thing. And the fact that nowadays, unless you have anticipate or intercept or any of these good playstyles, you are hindered massively, to the point where playstyles have gone from being something that could have been a nice bonus for a card to basically being essential. Like, if your centre-back doesn't have, like, aerial, bruiser, anticipate, or intercept, they're just not going to, like, as in one of those as their big, maybe playstyle plus. You're going to suffer because of that. And it's frustrating that that is the case. For example, Finesse Plus, right? I think is one of the best examples of this. And Power Shot, actually. Power Shot, I feel like the difference between no playstyle, playstyle, and playstyle plus is way too big. And I think Power Shot is a great example of this. If you don't have the Power Shot playstyle, it honestly doesn't feel that different to having the base or silver version of Power Shot. An example, Farrah Williams has Power Shot. But when I try and charge up a shot with her, it doesn't really feel any quicker than doing one with Rutter, who doesn't have it. Whereas Hamsik with Power Shot Plus feels significantly faster. I would say that isn't necessarily awful on its own. However, the problem is that the playstyle doesn't just make you shoot. It doesn't just make the animation quicker. It means that the Power Shot itself is a lot more powerful and quicker. So you're actually getting two benefits from the playstyle, which means that if those types of shots are good, this becomes a necessity. Otherwise, you are hindering yourself by not using it, or using a player that has it. Whereas, if the actual shot itself was the same accuracy, the same power, the same speed, regardless of whether you had the playstyle, and the only thing that changed was how quickly they took the shot, then it wouldn't feel like as much of a crutch playstyle that you potentially need. The same with finesse shots. You try a finesse shot with someone that does not have the playstyle, it's pathetic. You may as well not waste your time. And so the description of playstyle, I know it's behind my camera, but the description is: performs finesse shots significantly faster with maximum curve and exceptional accuracy. It's too much of a boost. It's too much of a boost. Normal finesse shot is performs finesse shots faster with additional curve and improved accuracy. Sure. Okay. Maybe that should be what the plus version is. Additional curve and improved accuracy while shooting it quicker than someone that doesn't have the playstyle, that's a really nice boost. But maximum curve and exceptional accuracy with significantly faster shots, the difference is way too high. Way too high. And so, this is what I'm talking about. If you try and shoot a finesse shot with Rutter from 30 yards, you're wasting your time. There's no point in attempting that shot, because it's going to be terrible. Even if you green time it, it's going to suck. So, if you are wanting a card in that position that can score those chances, you have to use the playstyle players. And I don't think that is the intention of them. If it is, then that's poor game development and poor game design. But playstyle pluses are too good. Because you can have significantly worse stats. Like, I mean, she has 80 curve on her card with a basic chem style that I've got on her. 80 curve is not great. But because she's got finesse plus, it doesn't matter. She'll curl it beautifully. Whereas, there might be someone... I don't know if we'd have an example in here. Maybe on the bench. Oh, Lucy Bronze, right? She has 85 curve. So hers should be better. Do we have anyone else? Adama. Mappy Leon, 87. Let's go... Does KDB have finesse? He doesn't, right? So KDB has 93 curve and 90 long shots, but he doesn't have the finesse shot trait or playstyle. With those stats, he should still be able to ping a finesse shot top bins. But that's not how the game works. The game cares more about the playstyle than the stats. So with those stats right there, his finesse shots should, in theory, be better than Sam Kerr's, right? He's got 17 more curve. And I can't remember what it was for the long shots. I think that was like 92. But because she's got this playstyle, it's not even close. And I think that's a real problem. I really do. Because suddenly cards just don't get looked at unless they have the playstyles, even if they have great stats. Like KDB, as an example again, how he doesn't have either power shot or finesse shot with some of the goals that he scored over the years is kind of mad. But in reality, it's not mad when you look at what stats they've given him. Shot power, 92. 90 long shots and 93 curve fit perfectly for power shot and finesse shot. But they haven't given them to him. So even though he's done those things IRL, and his stats reflect what he's done IRL, because he doesn't have the playstyles, this card is fodder. Whereas if you give him even the silver versions of finesse shot and power shot, he'd probably be like 150k. That's problematic to me. And frustrating. That, as we were talking about, with the tackles bouncing back to the opponents, if you have Anticipate Plus, then, again, you can't read this, but what it says, significantly improved chances of standing tackle success, sure, okay, and the ability to stop the ball directly at their feet when performing a standing tackle. So what EA are saying is that They could just make it so that if playstyles weren't a thing, if you had 95 plus stand tackle stat, this could happen. The equivalent of Anticipate Plus could happen in the game if playstyles didn't exist. But they have instead added a system into the game where you only get certain animations and stuff like that if you have a playstyle. I personally just think the game would be better if you didn't have to rely on these crutch playstyles on some of these cards. But, oh well, that's the system we've got right now. You were gutted when Bobby left us as a Fulham fan. Any reason why? More of a threat, more likely to cause dangerous defenders? No. Get the Prem experience, exactly. How are you? Having so... After a fresh trim, that's the dream. That is the dream. I'm doing really well. I'm looking forward to see what they drop alongside the players that we know of for the Track Stars promo. And then, yeah, we got this family murder mystery thing going on later tonight. It's going to be good. Have you managed to get anything this promo? Haven't, but managed to get RTTK Araujo from the party bag. That's huge. I got Donnarumma on the content account. I think I have Jesus Navas on one of the accounts as well. Nothing crazy. Got a couple of cards. Woo! Nice. That is beautiful. I had to cancel my rainbow flick there. He stopped charging at me. Sam Kerr! Oh, should probably have gone in. That's like there being Deflector Plus for goalkeeper, which now means rebounds are hell. Yes, because unless you're using a player with Deflector, they just palm it straight down to them. It's dumb. It's really, really dumb. So once again, the new goalkeeper playstyles are EA saying, well, we could just make goalkeepers better in general. However, let's make it so you need a playstyle for your keeper to not just palm every second shot straight back to the attacker. Yeah? That sounds good, doesn't it? People will definitely like that change. 100%. Why isn't there a playstyle to stay on side? I'd like that one. Because I can't remember a FIFA or FC game where I have had more offsides. The whole FCIQ, advanced attacking AI, is absolute crap. It's just horrible. It doesn't work. It does not work. Ooh. Big save. Big save. Namri Ali, hello! You think Team of the Year is when it will just go off a cliff? I wouldn't bet against it. Ooh, green timed a header. Green time shot goes straight at the keeper. They even run offside when not really attacking. Yep. It's awful. Genuinely, like, they even made a big deal a couple of years ago about the individual stats and how they'll affect players. And they put one thing out in the pitch notes about, oh god, what's the top stat? Attacking positioning. If your player has really high attacking positioning, then they will hold their run and they'll stay on side. That's... Oh my god, man. Jesus Christ. None of that matters anymore. It doesn't matter who you're using, they run offside. Like the 95 rated players that we got to try over the last weekend. Doesn't matter whether you have 95 on Mbappe, he'll still just run offside. That stat, it feels like now, with the roles and the role pluses and stuff like that, but also just the garbage that is FC IQ and how it works, what's the point in the attacking positioning stat? It just doesn't matter. Whereas having that kind of stat with the FIFA 17 attacking AI, woo! My God, someone with high attacking position on that game. Some of the runs you would get, you could only dream of having on this kind of game. But that is the greatest attacking AI they've ever produced. And how they never matched it again, I don't know. The amount of cool runs you would have in behind was amazing. Just off the ball movement was at an all-time high. You'd have like your right wing just dropping into a pocket of space that's opened up, and then therefore that allows your striker to make a different movement. It was crazy. Whereas now, when you're attacking, again, even with these really high-rated cards, they sometimes just literally stand still. With no exaggeration, they just stand there until you like manually switch to them or trigger a run or something like that. And I don't really understand how they manage it. Ooh. And in my opinion, the only way that we actually get a gameplay experience that is better than what we have is if we stop having yearly releases. So they can actually focus on crafting a gameplay experience that is just fantastic. Because having a year to try and implement multiple brand new like mechanics in the gameplay, whilst also trying to balance everything out with those new mechanics. No. It's why nowadays, you're seeing like 3-year development cycles for COD and stuff like that, because if they're changing a decent amount of things to make it a good experience, it needs time. The dream scenario with this game would be that you have something like COD, where 1 year it'd be like, I don't know what the equivalent would be, but maybe like EA oversee it, but maybe it would be the Vancouver team make FC25, and then the European team make FC26, Vancouver back for 27, something like that. I don't know. Again, just making things up that aren't going to happen, sadly.
How are you doing using Trackstar Visual?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very, very much, Killers, for the... for the generosity and support with the super chat. You're an absolute legend, man. People like you make a big, big difference to me. And it is incredibly appreciated. How have you tackled me from behind when you're not even controlling the player? Stop making defensive AI better every year. Just makes the game less enjoyable. That kind of tackle from Walker, I think, perfectly summarizes why people just get annoyed at this game. On this day, icons are most likely coming out this week. Could be today, but I'll have to wait and see. Oh, not quite enough on that. But I am doing good. Do I think track stars will be good? I think it's hard to call most promos in this game good because nothing feels unique.
Dynamite 342.
What the hell was that? I feel like it doesn't matter what this promo is. It's just a few more cards that the majority of people aren't going to pack. Promos can be considered good nowadays, I would say. More so based off of their SBC, objective, and Evo content, rather than the actual promo players. Because you don't pack them, you have to go out of your way in order to spend a load of coins to get the decent ones. But people don't like risking coins on players because they might just plummet in value. So I think those cards themselves are now one of the less important parts of a promo, which is crazy. I think the only time that differs... in no world did I want to pass that to him. Christ, man. I think the time that differs is if they are live cards in some way. When that is different and interesting, whether it's based on how a player does IRL or how their team does. Oh, stop tackling me from behind! Oh, it does my head in! How did you playtest this game and think that that was a good mechanic to have in the game? Who asked for that? Genuinely. Who the hell asked for the ability to tackle someone from behind, even if it means your player basically has to stick their leg through the opposition player to do it? Mental. Oh, and it's fallen straight to Elise, because of course it has. He's taken so long to pass. Oh, Champ's gameplay's so bad. Jesus Christ. What a game. Killers, I'm not going to lie. I don't have any idea what that is. But GG. Hopefully you're happy with how it turned out. Tackling from behind is my kryptonite. I feel like 99% of people that play this game hate the mechanic. If there is anybody watching on either Twitch or YouTube right now that likes the tackling from behind mechanic, please state your name and why you like it. I'd be amazed if anybody does. It's horrible. It's yet another thing that just means less goals. More defensive AI. And it's not like defensive AI should be non-existent. Like if I pass a ball into a defender, or like within a foot of a defender, they should be able to like intercept that pass. But it's the mental stuff that they do. Like, you know, if you have the ball back here, and you try and drill this pass into a striker, and the game makes the defender step in front of the striker so that they can just step into it and intercept it, and your striker will just stand still and have zero movement. That's where it's unbalanced, because there isn't attacking AI, there's only defensive AI. Prime example. My opponent didn't even control that player. Or yeah, when someone is second man pressing you and the AI wraps their leg around your player to tackle you, even though they've not been controlled for a single second by your opponent, that shouldn't be in the game. You're just encouraging people to rely on the game to defend for them more often, rather than having the game be about who is actually better at manually defending or attacking, which is more entertaining. Much more entertaining. Interest rate going down on your account. What? The new animation where your defender randomly shoves over a striker, gets a yellow from goal kicks is annoying. I'm honestly not sure what you're referring to there. Promos don't exist in your club. Players are all either player SBC or special guaranteed SBC packs. I mean, have I got anything that I've packed in here? No? I mean, like, obviously you can say the heroes and icons, but that's different. I don't have, like, a Centurions or a Trailblazers in my team that I've packed. I bought Lucy Bronze. I mean, do I have any decent ones? At all? Lima Lu I got from SBC. The RTTK / whatever SBC. She was the other one I got. Zubamendi, I think I got from an SBC. Samba is the best one. There you go. Incredible. And then what? Did we pack you? I don't know. I don't know if they were objectives or anything like that. Gomez was an SBC. Aspi came from an SBC. Or, like, yeah, maybe the party bag kind of SBC, I mean. I just haven't got stuff this year. It's just not really a thing. Sadly. But what can you do? Just shove striker in the back as the ball is in the air, even though you're just going for a header? Oh. Don't really know. Can't seem to find where they mentioned about being able to have more than one Evo activated in the pitch notes, yet you're sure they did somewhere. I don't remember them actually specifically mentioning it this year. I think it was just sort of expected that because we had it at the tail end of 24, that it would be a thing in 25. They did talk about having more Evos, a bigger range and variety of Evos, more opportunities to boost up your players. But I don't remember them saying about being able to do more than one at a time. And the assumption was either that we would start the year being able to do it, or it would get introduced significantly earlier this year than it did last year, because it was only in like the last 2 months, wasn't it? 3, maybe? You got to assume that if they are going to bring out more and more and more Evos, I mean, I've got 7 stacked up here that I need to do, that you're going to allow for more than one at a time. Like, I'm not expecting to be able to do 5 Evo players at once, but when you are bringing out more Evos than before, and yet you've now taken away the ability to do 2 at once, what's that all about? Hey, EA, from the start of footies. Only Trailblazer you have is Objective Nuno Tavares. Yeah. EA need competition. EA, they do. Or they just need to be held to a higher accountability than they are. And part of that needs to be within the company themselves. Like, there should be higher-ups that are absolutely furious at some of the mistakes that get made in this game. Should be. Slide into the chat for new promo content. Hype. Hell yeah. Might give the Paul Tyson fight a watch in the background. It is not pay-per-view, it's just on Netflix, but they are scheduled to fight at 4 AM UK time, so I'm not sure I'm still going to be awake, unless I'm doing multiple player reviews tonight. I normally do one on a Friday night at about 11 or 12. So if I did 2, then maybe I could stay up and see it. If not, I'll wake up and see the highlights and see whether it was rigged or not. I really hope it isn't, because that would suck. That would suck. Right, so we have 4 minutes, everybody. 4 minutes. Let's hope for some good value SBCs and the objective to be decent. I can't remember who is supposed to be what. Ruben Diaz is coming as an SBC. I can't remember if we know who or what the objective is. We're going to do one of these just because maybe we could pack a new card. Probably be like a 12k one if I do, but YOLO. Why not? See, this right here is the frustration compared to what we used to have. Remember the spam? Excuse me. Just before 6 PM on a Friday of just blitzing through the player picks that you could, like, maybe there was a 20 limit or something like that. Quick, get them done. How do we still not have picks this year? They're so much better than packs. It's so sad. What are my tactics in 4-1-2-1-2? Whatever the most basic tactics in the game are. I don't touch the, like, depth or anything like that. I haven't done that at all. And for all my players, my role choices are whichever ones keep them in their position, rather than these crazy half-winger centre mids or anything like that. Just stay where you are. That's all I want from you. Please. Thank you. Oh, actually, you know what? Very quickly. Use squad builder. Low to high. Storage. The sad part here is that you can't specify non-rare gold. Do I really, like, do I actually not have non-rares in my dupe storage? Oh. Well, you know what? Fair enough. I don't. Let's just do one of these, just to clear a little bit. Shows I'm nearly off the park. How is that half? Yeah, exactly. Feel like it's because there's that glitch where a player pick is shown as the player you just got and bugs out. It hasn't stopped them having them in rewards for everything. But hey, if you are just tuning in, hello! My name is Scott. We stream and upload this game basically every day. And the whole point of these streams is to get you involved, show you all the content, have a good time, answer every question and comment, and just chill. So, if you want to support me, and that sounds good to you, you can hit the thumbs up on YouTube. And if you want to see daily streams, shorts, and videos, you can subscribe for that, and you can follow on Twitch. Cheers, everybody. We've got a few seconds to go before we press A and see what the Trackstars promo has got in store for us today. There it is, 6 PM. No loading screen. Here we go. Excuse me. Welcome. Oh, sorry. Ready, set, go. Chance of content being underwhelming as always. Highly doubt it, but compared to the average FC community members' standards, anything they put out is underwhelming because people are greedy and want 90+ rated players gifted to them for free constantly. Ready, set, go! Welcome to Trackstars, a new campaign within FC25 that highlights players who have demonstrated athletic prowess, fitting of a track and field star. Trackstars feature upgrades that highlight skills and abilities inspired by those of top track and field athletes. Whether it be the blistering pace seen on the track, the physical phenoms pushing the limits of what's possible, or the agility and balance that track and field stars possess. FC25 Trackstars celebrates it all. Players will receive distinct athletic upgrades to their stats, playstyles, and roles. How do you get an athletic upgrade to a role? Or maybe box to box? I don't know. Okay. Enjoy Trackstars with exciting new daily content, including a variety of player SBCs, Evos, objectives, and plenty more to check out this week. Sure, so basically exactly what my assumption of this promo was. Pace, physicality, athleticism, stuff like that. Okay, so we start off with objectives. What is our objective player? Ane Alex Peru. So really? Have you based this on like the shot put or javelin? And that's why you've given her long throw plus? Is that what we're saying here? Sure. Okay. How tall is she? 5'3". No one's using this card. Well, that's a great start. Let's go on to the Evos. Yikes. No new paid Evo. But there is this. Now you see me, and now you don't. Unlock your striker's hidden speed with a massive pace boost, along with new playstyles including Rapid Plus and the Poacher Plus Roll. Overall, max 75 with max 69 pace. What Leicester players could fit into that? Let's very quickly have a look on GG. Eligible players, past and present. Leicester City. Our options are limited. Nick, is this Nick Powell? It is. Missy Goodwin. Tom Hopper still plays. I don't even know who this is. Ryan Loft. I don't remember him at all. So let's take an example of her. What would she look like in this Evo? So starts off with 66, 69, 55, 66, 4-star, 3-star. If we, where is it? Now you see me. So just going into this, this is the kind of boost that you can see on this card. That's actually nuts. Not gonna lie. That is a crazy boost up. If you're doing like past and present teams and stuff like that, this is a great new Evo. that's completely free. It's out for 2 weeks. So, oh my good. She has 86 dribbling with... What? I need to look at what her base card has. She has 40 agility and 37 balance on 66 dribbling. But wait, what did composure go up to? Oh yeah, 54 stamina as well. What a card. So composure just go up a bunch. Do they specifically upgrade composure? No. But her other dribbling, yeah. So yeah, you get power shot. Oh wait, they didn't even mention that. Yeah, you get power shot added, rapid plus, poacher plus, relentless, up to 4-star weak foot, and chip shot. No one cares about that, but that's really nice. That is really, really nice. Okay, be surprised if more than 10 people did the objective. Yeah. This is the issue with silver cards. Great idea, but only updates some stats, not all. Yeah, it needs to... Agility, balance, reactions, composure, stamina are the 5 kickers when it comes to like bronze and silvers. Okay, SBC content. We've got Ruben Diaz with 80 pace. That is a big upgrade for him. So now 81 sprint speed, lovely. Passing stats are great. Reactions and composure are elite. Elite level defending and elite level physical stats. With intercept, slide tackle, bruiser plus is massive. I think it's one of the best playstyles this year for defenders. He does lack aerial. He does have defender plus. I mean, he's got 89 jumping. If you're putting an anchor on him, then he goes up to what? 93 or 94 jumping? So maybe that wouldn't be the end of the world. He is going to be a beast, this Diaz. So we start off 284 squads, 285s, 286s, and an 87. Oof. It ain't cheap. He's coming in at about 375k. Would that card cost that much on the market? Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. We also get DeMarcus Beasley. I used him at left back last year, his FUTTIES one. It's also not that expensive, really. When it comes to fodder, though, it is, because people don't have fodder. If you're spending your coins on it, then I don't know. DeMarcus Beasley, 3-star, 4-star, 5'8", left mid, left back, left wing. Great pace, okay shooting, decent passing, great dribbling, okay defending, average physicals. Maybe in like a 3-5-2, this is where this kind of card thrives. Sort of box-to-box, wide midfielder. Interesting play styles. So he already has 94 stamina and they've given him relentless as well. Sure. Left mid, inside forward, plus plus. I am actually a bit... You know how they've like taken out 5-backs this year? In terms of having like left wing back, right wing back. 3-5-2 and stuff like that. You are potentially at times using a left and right mid as a wing back. So the fact that there isn't like a more defensive minded left mid role is actually a little bit disappointing. Holding his own till team of the season is that level great card for the price. You think people use that Ruben Diaz till team of the season without aerial or anticipate? No chance. No way. If he had both of those things, sure. But no way. He'll probably get an even better card before Team of the Season as well. That is a good question. DeMarcus Beasley. I don't really know anything about Beasley as a player. I don't like really remember him at all. Who did he play for in the Prem? As he is now a Premier League hero. So he switched from MLS to Prem, which is interesting. He played 22 games for Man City. Wow, man. Wow. What a Premier League hero. God, that is... Whew. That's crazy. That's insane. So they've done that to bump up his price. This card is also coming in at the same price as Diaz, about 375k. A little bit less than that. And surely it's because he's Premier League. Wow. Okay. Interesting. They need a Heskey card. Hey, Heskey was unreal, to be fair. Liverpool and Leicester Heskey. Beast. Aston Villa Heskey? We won't talk about that. But he was so good for us. More enjoyment from FIFA or COD currently? COD. I would say COD. Let me quickly check just to see if I'm missing any other pieces of content. That has come out that I don't just want to scroll past. Trackstars Team 1, Heroes Team 1, Now You See Me, Ruben Diaz, DeMarcus Beasley, the Team of the Week player pick is back, the objective, and Trackstars Challenge 1. So there is a challenge SBC. I don't know how many of you do these. Isn't his iconic flick for Villa, where he sells the defender a dream? I have no idea. I don't know if I have ever seen a clip of DeMarcus Beasley play football in my life. Like, when he got his hero card, I slightly recognised the name, but I couldn't tell you anything about him as a player. A small Prime Electron players pack you get from this. They've made the text smaller. Interesting. Platinum Club Max 3, countries, regions, minimum 4. 1 gold, 4 rares, and the rest silver. 14 chem. You meant Heskey. Oh, I was gonna say. No idea. But he scored some really good goals for us. Really, really good goals for us. Let's do this then, and just... Oh, I don't have much. Oh, let's do it anyway. Can either of you play... You can play centre mid. I mean... You can go right mid, this guy. And then striker, this guy. Need the DJ celebrate. He needs to be in the game. So countries, regions, minimum 4. That's fine. We're on 4 chemistry. Incredible. Let's now go to gold, silver, low to high. And just whack in some random cards. And just get a bit of chem. What does that put us on to? 17 chem. Sorted. So now we just need some other countries or regions. And we can have 2 more rare players. And we're good. So, silver rare. Heskey works at your club as a part-time coach with Robbie Savage, 2 Leicester boys. That's pretty solid. I think Heskey would get a much more welcome response from Leicester fans than Robbie Savage. Oh, oh wow. Happened to put 3 Germans in there. Sure. Romania. We've not used that one. There we go! Ings has 47 stamina. Yeah, the fact that they've given that Evo without fixing stamina for a lot of the cards that are going to fix it is a real problem. Give her a chance. Cordoba is the beast as a midget with aerial plus beats Haaland in the air. The new NWSL centre back. Oh yeah, we will look through the team in just a second. Power Shot Plus is a must for Heskey. Hell yeah. Oh, this bug is so infuriating. Stop popping that up on the screen. So yeah, we'll just open these up and then I'll show you the full team. We get a random inform from a small little pack. Who's this? Mill. Oh, it's Tanganga. Tradable. Cool. Take the coins, get that off the screen, get that off the screen. Brilliant. Akinfenwa hero or whatever would be nice. I really hope not. The love it. There aren't many like people in the like entertainment space that I don't understand how they have got the love that they've got. But Akinfenwa is one of those. He's basically just a very large man that wasn't that great at football, but because he was large, that's good. 83 times 3, number 1, nothing. Do these new cards upgrade? Nope. Ah, another random inform. Lovely. Second 83 times 3. Oh, weren't those SBCs worth it? Incredible. Incredible. Right, let's look at the team. What is the easiest way for me to do this? Probably by going through the cards one by one. Well, there's actually 2 teams, aren't there? Because you've got the heroes and then the normal cards. So, low to high, concept, track stars. The fact that the card design didn't really change for heroes other than the badge at the top is actually really sad. League 1, League 2 was a monster. Right. So therefore not a hero level card. Or player. Otherwise David Nugent's a hero. He was a championship icon. We've got Bombito. A 6'3" centre back or left back with 94 pace. My God. The Van de Ven of Ligue 1. Sure. Okay. Oh my, this is going to do my head in. Kakare! He could actually be this highly rated on his base card. The fact that he has to take a promo card to get him to here is disrespectful. Kakare is a really good player. That's not a really good card, though. Adeyemi, double 4-star. See, this is kind of the thing that frustrates me a little bit with this promo. Adeyemi was already really fast. Why didn't you then boost up, like, his strength and aggression instead of giving him even more pace? Or why didn't you choose someone like a Ruben Diaz that traditionally isn't that fast and make them fast? Adeyemi's rapid. You've not really changed his card there. Thierry Correa, 95 pace. average elsewhere. Long throw plus. Why have 2 of the cards got long throw plus? Genuinely, have they based this? If this playstyle is on more than 2 cards, I swear that they have actually added this based on athletes doing stuff like javelin. There's no other explanation as to why this would be on multiple cards already. That's bizarre. Anthony Gordon, 4-star, 3-star. Not really usable with those stars, unfortunately. Could really have done with him being double. We got Zapata. Okay playstyles. Okay stats. Double 4. Could be an underrated, decent card. Sick Canadian team on this game. Yeah, they've got a few. Oh, the return. Millie Savic. 6'4", 4-star, 5-star. Millie Savic has had some unreal cards over the years. He also caused me some of the most pain I've ever felt on any FIFA trying to get his right back card from an objective. Lost my head that day. But his team of the season, was it FIFA 19? 95 rated with Hullet. I had them two playing in a 4-2-2-2 as the DMs. Unbelievable. Chawinga. 4-3. Again. Really kills the card. Sadly. We got Sourburn. So this is the one you're on about. 5'7". She can play DM, but her stats aren't good enough. She needs to play centre-back. She does actually have really nice stats. And yeah, Aerial Plus and Bruiser. Defender Plus. She could be like a Cordoba. You're right. Smaller, but has the stats and playstyles to sort of back it up. Goalkeeper centre mid a few years ago. No, that was not him. That's... Is it his brother? I can't remember. It's a different Milinkovic-Savic. Okay, next page. We got Chiesa, double 4-star. Can play all across the front 3. Nice card. Probably going to be so expensive. Diaby, 4-3. I'm not even going to look at the rest. Van de Ven, I mean... Christ. Here's the new card that's going to be in God Squads. I assume. Outrageously expensive. Inigo Martinez. That's a really good card. That's a really good card. It's a shame about lack of Bruiser or Aerial, but the other playstyles are solid. Defender Plus with those stats as well. That's actually a decent La Liga option now. That's pretty good. Oshawola. Double 4. It's a shame she's no longer with Barca, but she is in NWSL, which has obviously had a fair amount of really good cards on this game so far. She was fantastic last year. This card looks decent again. Not the best composure, but outside of that, her stats are pretty good. Poacher Plus, Advanced Forward Plus as well. It's just whether you can link her. Nigeria, you're probably not going to have any of that. You might have NWSL. You're probably not going to have anyone from Bay FC. I don't think I've seen that badge on anyone else decent in the game. Blonde it might have been. Salma! Queen Salma the Worldie is back. Double 4-star, 5'9". Her Ballon d'Or card was better than Ballon d'Or Mbappe. I might have... depending on her price, and whether there's going to be interest in her card, I might have to review her, just because it's Queen Salma. She was so good. So good. I'll keep an eye on her price. That is a potential for me for the first review. Alphonso Davies, 97 pace. I mean, it's just another Davies card. He's just really quick. That's it. Maya Ramirez, 4-star, 3-star again on a forward. Good stats though. Really, really decent stats. Decent playstyles as well. How tall is she? 5'10". Should probably be our gold card rating going by Team of the Year voting. Yep. Get third in the Ballon d'Or back-to-back years and you're still like 79 rated? How? How? And she was the best at the ceremony. Best looking. Here we go. Granit Xhaka. Double 4-star on him. A lot of people would think, as you do, that she was incredible. Exactly. So how does that card compare? So, Salma, as it stands, is up there with review candidates. Chiesa probably as well. A lot of people are going to be interested in him. He's just going to be so expensive. That actually looks like... They give Granit Xhaka a finesse shot, but not Kevin De Bruyne. Okay. That's a really good card. It's a really good card. The thing is, his shooting looks worse than it is because his finishing isn't relevant. Because the furthest forward you're going to play him is centre mid. He's going to be shooting from outside the box. So shot power and long shots with finesse and power shot are what matter. And they're good. Pace is fine. Passing's really nice. Dribbling could be better, to be fair, but he's obviously a physical monster. Box-to-box plus as well. He could be really good. A few Salmas just went for 950. Holy crap, I didn't think she'd be that much. I think the only reason she is because people used that Ballon d'Or one and thought she was amazing. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep a lookout on that. Ruben Diaz we've already looked at. And then Theo Hernandez, it's just Theo Hernandez. And Thibaut Courtois, it's just a goalkeeper. Trackstars Heroes then. What have we got? Gary Cahill. Gary Cahill? No, he's not in the game yet. Maybe he could probably be a hero though, to be fair. Maybe one day. Tim Cahill. It's an okay card. Aerial plus, finesse, technical, power shot. Poacher plus plus. It just gets better the more that you see of it. It's actually pretty good. It's not going to be expensive, I don't think. Landon Donovan has basically just been slightly improved in all areas. Yuli. 5-star, 4-star on Yuli. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I don't know what his base card looks like this year, but that seems pretty decent. Harry Kewell is still 4-star, 3-star. God damn it. That was the thing that I would have wanted fixed, was taking him to double 4. Aside from that, he's really good. It's just the weak foot, sadly. Stars Travella and power. Star upgrade on Gulli, it's double 4 normally. Really? That's nice then. That's really, really good. He does look solid. I mean, French La Liga might make him pretty damn expensive. I'll be intrigued to see his price. Joe Cole! Double 4. Right wing, left wing, cam on this card. I mean, I love Joe Cole since he's been put into this game. Still has his Travella. Incisive pass, technical. I'd probably love this card. Maybe we'll have to try him out. Doesn't the Travella playstyle kind of help with a bad weak foot? Yes. If you're playing him left wing, yes. If you're playing him cam, not really. Because he doesn't have passing play styles, and the use of the Travella is not going to be as potent, really, at cam. But at left wing, sure. Diaz looks decent. It's quite expensive for a defender that doesn't have bruiser or aerial. Oh no, he does have bruiser. He doesn't have aerial or anticipate. But he could still be a monster. Cordoba is back again. And it's just an even better version of Cordoba. Still has his aerial plus. Beasley, we've already looked at. JJ Okocha. Have they fixed his finishing? Not really. Not really. 5-star, 4-star, cam right mid striker. It's just JJ Okocha. Lizarazu. Is this base card Bundesliga? It is, yeah. Okay, fair enough. It's not really much of an upgrade. They've kept his slide tackle plus as well. David Ginola is not in the Prem. Wow. Okay. Well, that means that this card is not going to be as expensive as it could have been. I was thinking that they would have made him the beast. Premier League hero. But in reality, they've just given him +1 on all of his face stats other than physical, where they've changed him from 84 to 88, so that's pretty nice. However, they've taken away his technical plus and changed it to quick step plus, which I'm not too sure about. Okay. And then Lucio. I'm not going to lie, I don't know if I've played against base Lucio this year. So I don't really know who this card is catering to. But double 3, his pace has gone up by 2, shooting by 2, passing by 2, dribbling by 2, defending by 2, physical by 2. However, he's gone from block plus to aerial plus, making him even better. So his base card is 1 mil. This card is probably going to be like 3 mil, something like that. Really nice and affordable for everybody. So let's take a very quick look on FUTGG and see what kind of prices we're looking at. So Lucio starts off at 4.5. Theo is 3.6. Joe Cole, 0.5 mil. Kuhl a bit more. Gulli. Diaby's extinct. What at? Doesn't have a 190k. Interesting. Chiesa. Wait, who else was I looking at? Salma. Where is she? You forgot some cards, FUTGG. They're not all there. So we're looking at, yeah, Chiesa as an option for a review. Price range apparently doesn't exist on there, so we'll quickly check FUTBIN. This is one of the only reasons your website still gets any people on it. I hope they realise that. Chiesa. They made his max price 290k. Are you kidding me? His base 84 is still nearly 30k. Who makes these decisions? Less than 300k. Idiots. Absolute morons. Okay, fine. We'll keep an eye on Cole, Gulli. Where is she? What? Where's Parajuelo? Why are you not putting her on your site? The Queen. They also haven't got Ginola on there. Parajuelo. Well, someone said she went for 950k. I'm guessing that's her max. Yeah, she's extinct at that. If this card had not existed, this website is horrible. How does anybody use FUTBIN nowadays? Dear God. If this card hadn't existed, there's no world where this one would cost anywhere near this much. I didn't realise so many people loved this card as much as me, though. Or that many people took her. I thought people would have always taken, like, Hansen or Bonmati. She was unbelievable. So, this is my #1 pick for a review. Chiesa's up there. Cole and Yuli are also options. Is there anyone else that you guys think would probably do the best as like a review? Like, let's take all of you guys that are watching this. What do you think are going to be the most popular players here that people would want to see how good they are? You could say Ruben Diaz. That would require me to get rid of Saliba or Desailly in my team, though, which I'm not sure is a good idea. Oh gosh, Lucy. Like, these ones, people aren't going to care. They're just slightly better versions. Cole, Chiesa. Cahill's only 60k. Chiesa or Salma. Jack is not bad. Who was the... Oh, no, the objective was crap, wasn't it? It was her. As if they made it, the objective an 84 rated. It's really bad. For the FC community, anyone with 94 plus pace? You're probably not wrong. Yeah, I think Chiesa, Salma, Joe Cole, maybe Yuli, maybe Kuehl. Myra Ramirez will be a really good card, but she'll be underrated by the community. Same with Oshuola. How expensive have they made Adeyemi? That we can't see, because they don't bother showing that on there at first. 380k he's extinct at. When it's a slightly better version of his inform that costs less than 100k. These are the kind of ones that really baffle me when it comes to the price. Like, he just shouldn't be that much. Yours is Ramirez or Cole? Yeah. So, I'm looking at Parajuelo, Chiesa, Joe Cole, and then Kuehl or Yuli. I think if I'm doing 4 videos, it's going to be them. Something like that. I think is what I'm going to aim for. Did they put in the store this time a cheap-ish pack that gives you any loans? No. Do we risk one of the bigger ones? Like, I've done that recently, and they've actually not been that bad for me. This is a 30-81 plus with 5 guaranteed to have 84 physical. That doesn't mean anything. 1 bonus loan for 10 matches. This one is 1583. 2 loans for 10 matches. It's tradable. You think Kuehl is more popular than Yuli in the community? I would agree because it's Prem. Am I playing Champs tonight? I don't really stream Champs because I hate the game mode and I hate the vibes that it brings on stream. So I've done 2 of my qualifiers and that's it. You got Oshuola from this one. Nice. I'm going to do this because Last time I opened up a tradable one, I made profit. I don't expect to in this one, but maybe we could do it again. Ruben Diaz SBC is okay. It's okay. But this does give us 2 loans. The dream scenario here is that the loans are the ones that I would want to review, so it saves me the money on tax and the risk of them plummeting in price. Here we go. When's best to play champs? There is no best time, otherwise everyone would play at that time. So we get an inform. João Pedro. And Nappy Leon. I mean, that's not bad. That's a chunk of the coins back, which is lovely to see. 2 informs. Okay, that's not bad. In terms of making a chunk of our coins back and then getting these loans, that is not that bad. So... we could maybe make back like 100k from that pack. That's really good. Now, will you be kind to me with the loans as well? Anyone that we really, really want to do a video on? Or is it just going to be the like 84s and 85s? Probably. It's not great. It's not a great first one. The second one. Hop! Millie Savage is better. But sadly, no. Right, I think we risk the other one as well, because we do make some of these coins back from doing champs and stuff like that. So let's open up this one and see if we get anything good in it. Another inform. Another 86 plus inform. Well. I'll take an informed Jude. Hell yeah! Unfortunately, it is in the untradeable pack. However, that is a big, fat dub. Wow. Well, I have been struggling to figure out what I want to do with my team on this account. I think we've just found our answer. He is getting in the team in some way, shape or form. Whether it's at cam or whether it's at centre mid, I don't know. But we're getting Jude in the team. Williams, it's been fun. No, we're not. Oh, I haven't switched the thing. We're not on the road to glory. We're never opening these kind of packs on the RTG. We get this guy, Tanganga, some other stuff. Dybala. Playing it very cool right now. I mean, hey, it's Jude. The thing is, the reason why is because I know what Jude's base price is. And I know that informs for players that are this high rated are always overpriced. Because it's basically just a +1 in stats. Like, base Jude is less than 100k, I'm like pretty damn certain. Yeah, he's 75k. So in reality, we've probably packed a player that's maybe worth 150 to 250k. But because of the way that the community and market overprices these cards, he's $500,000. So he's got +2 pace and defending and +1 in the other stats. Which I don't think most people would say is worth an extra 400,000 coins. But it's still a very, very nice pull. And as I say, changes my team on this account, which is good. Really, really nice. So that is sick. Very, very happy with what we've just got from those 2 packs and worth the coins. Now the dream finale is getting an absolute banger loan so we can do the review for free. No. He's overpriced because he's in top league and top nation and it just looks cool. No, he's overpriced because it's a high rated inform. You take the inform of any player that is like 86 or 87 or above when they get a +1 and it's overpriced. Obviously, that can be exaggerated when it is a more popular or meta card. Yes, of course. But the vast majority of cards, when they do get a +1 inform, it's mad the price difference. Here's an example. Lautaro Martinez's base card is less than 20k. He gets +2 pace and passing and +1 on the rest, and it's 6 times the value of his base card. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this card at least has bigger upgrades across the board. Is it worth 700k? I'd probably say not, but it's more justified than this being that much more expensive. And it's even worse when it... I'm trying to think. Has Bonmati got an inform this year? Oh no, she got Trailblazers. But this might actually be the same scenario. It has always been the way with Team of the Weeks, yeah. Like, look at this! I mean, I guess she just get Finesse Plus. But she gets a +1 in every stat. And she goes from under 100k to 1.5 million coins. It's insanity. Insanity. You don't feel the difference. When the stat increases are that small, you cannot feel that stat difference in game. But yeah, I didn't know... Oh, wait! I did actually just open those packs on the RTG without realising. Whoops! Well! At least they were good, yeah. Thank Christ. Well, Bellingham... What would that do for Chem, then? I guess we can test it with this one. Yeah, we could have our Farrell Williams replacement. It would take Sam Kerr down to 2 Chem. However... Could I then switch this to a... I could switch this to an Australian La Liga. Oh, I can't believe I've just done that. What an idiot. What an absolute moron. Carpenter, I can't get her good card just yet. Wow. Wow. Well, Farah, you have spent a lot of time with us. Over 300 games. She's probably down at like 20k now. That is a happy accident. I can't believe I opened it on the wrong account. What an idiot. She is still going for like 45k. So we actually get back a good chunk of the money. This is how we have to look at it, right? We just accidentally spent that money on this account. But we are now able to put him in for Farrell Williams. So that first pack that we opened up, I think we're making back about 100k out of the 150. and then we're selling Farrah Williams. That means we basically, if you look at it in that way, we only bought the second pack. Right? In a way? I can't even remember how much it said that pack was. But that is a very lovely little happy accident. Jesus Christ. Well. Sure. So, do I have an Australian manager in the club? I don't even know if there are. Oh yeah, Ange. I don't know if there's any others. This guy. And then we swap him to La Liga, and I believe we're back up to 33 chem. So, we've been saying, actually, that if I did get a big boy centre-mid icon from that pack, that would have been great, because that's probably the one position that I was maybe going to change. But instead we got Desai as an upgrade there, and now we've upgraded our centre-mids by accident. I can't believe that. Accidentally. Thinking. Whoops. Yeah, not a bad accidental untradeable. Oh, I can't believe it. Well, that means I have to sell those other things that I packed as well, because we need to make those coins back for the RTG. You know the problem... It's because both accounts were sat on basically the same amount of coins. So I just got the wrong one. But we'll take it. But that was rather foolish. But now that means maybe we actually do the same on the other account. And see if we happen to get anything on there to do the videos on. Because whilst that may have cost me like 100k on the RTG, that's not the end of the world to potentially upgrade our centre mid to an informed Bellingham. And it also means that we get to tick him off in the collection book, which is pretty awesome. Which I didn't think was going to happen for a long time after he got that card, so... Hell yeah! And now, we open them on this one and hope that we get something huge. And if so, we've got our review absolutely nailed on. If not, then we'll have to keep track on the prices as we go throughout the evening. As I said, I am doing a family murder mystery kind of thing tonight, so I can't just keep streaming and doing the review straight away. But look, we're at 2.1 mil on this account as well. So, oh, that was weird. How did I skip to the end? So, we'll again risk both. I think the tradable pack on this account is the one that gets us the 2 loans. So, we'll go with this one first and hope that we get something. We do get a walkout to start things off. Is it Edison or Allison? Allison would be better. It is Edison and Dybala. It should be a good, interesting evening. The dream here is a couple of informs behind this to get us back some of those coins. None. That is not great. Significantly worse than the RTG. Big loan, please. Xhaka's okay. I'm not going to review him, but it's okay. FIFA's so dead compared to Black Ops 6. Haven't played FIFA in ages. Have like 4 mil sat there. I'm surprised you'd watch a FIFA stream. I love how people have to compare things as well. Just because you enjoy one thing more than another doesn't mean that the first thing is terrible. You can love something and like something. Doesn't mean the thing you like is terrible. Number 2. Dead as well. Okay, well, let's risk the other pack on this account as well and see if we get anything decent in this. And if not, then it's not the end of the world. Oh, there's 2 of that one. That's good to know. But it was this one, wasn't it? 125k. Did we get anything good? Doesn't really look like it. Frankie de Jong. Nothing close to an informed Bellingham. People forget COD has had some bad years too. Yes, indeed. So yeah, nowhere near as much luck on this account as we get on the RTG. Tradable de Jong is okay. And now hoping for the big loan. Hit me! Gordon might cost a bit more than Sauerbrunn, but we're not gonna... does he? If so, I'll take him. So, unfortunately, no luck with those. He is coming in at 30k. Sauerbrunn is coming in at a few thousand coins cheaper. So, we'll take Anthony Gordon. I could risk opening that first one again, the tradable one. I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, it isn't a good idea. However, it is still slightly tempting. Because we can claw some value back, and there's still a chance that, like, I could lose more coins through the player that I buy for the review, plummeting in value, than this pack costs. So, with that terrible logic... Actually, to be fair, from Rival Rewards, I made a load of coins this week on this account, so I don't mind spending some of them. And if I sell everything on the transfer list, we'll probably be back up to like 1.8, something like that. Which would be decent. Watched you get Marcel and Rio, so thought you'd do the icon. Got Shuka, thanks. Well, if you watched me do that, then you would have also watched me say that the odds of getting something good out of that pack is really, really low. And probably shouldn't do it. But here we go. No special is not great. And that is Bruno Fernandes. Yikes. We do get an inform, and we do get some okay rated players. So we'll claw back some of that. Please give me a decent loan. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Last one. Oof. That is not what you want. Can we combine those? Ah, well. No fortune on this account, but the Road to Glory, it does hit some decent stuff. What I will do is I will end up selling everything that is on this transfer list and get back as many of the coins as I possibly can. And then we'll get some reviews going on over the weekend. The first video would be planned to go out tomorrow. Most likely like tomorrow midday, maybe tomorrow afternoon. Would I get 2 videos out in one day? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. There is a chance I do that. If not, then maybe I do like 2 on Sunday. Something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure right now. Yeah, Jude was on the RTG. I didn't realise. I'm not sure whether I would have preferred the look to be flipped round. Maybe I would, because I don't know exactly what I'm doing with my team on this account. Whereas the RTG was sort of set. And whilst Farrell Williams has now arguably been upgraded, I didn't necessarily like desperately need it. But this weekend, I do plan on doing champs on both accounts as well as squad battles. So definitely on this account now, so we can get back some more of these coins to do some more reviews. But as you'll see, like once we sell everything that's on this transfer list, we will be back above 1.8 mil. And I feel like it was worth the risk after how it went on the RTG. It's not the end of the world. The dream scenario is that when I do pick up a card later to do the first review, that the price just goes up instead of down. That isn't common, sadly. But hopefully it can happen today. I will not be playing friendlies today, no. Oh, I am afraid not. I'm assuming all 85s are going to be costing similar values. Why am I checking these prices on Futbin? The website is so much slower. I really... It's so sad to see how much Futbin fell off. Considering how clear it was at the top of the list, ahead of, like, FUTTIES and Futhead, it became the go-to. And then it's just been overtaken by FUTGG. And barring literally like less than a handful of things on the website, it's cleared in every way. I genuinely think there's probably maybe like 2 or 3 things that if FUTGG adds, I will literally have 0 use for Futbin. Sad times. Sad times. I think I'll probably do champs and squad battles on this account first. Obviously, we have started our qualifiers on the RTG, and I will be playing it on the RTG. I have the time this weekend to do it, and I want to do it just to keep them going and ticking over. But this account is now the priority, especially as this is where most of my content is coming from, is this account rather than the RTG, until YouTube actually sort out this longer shorts thing so that we can actually do the collection book episodes. They're taking their sweet time with it though. It's really annoying. Right, so now if Bruno sells and then the rest of this sells, we are back above 1.8 mil, and we'll probably go yeah, we'll be maybe 1,820. So we probably did just lose about 300k, which is not great considering the loans that we got back were not good. Like, if I'd got at least one of the players that I want to review from the loans, then maybe I could have justified that amount, but sadly it was terrible. Am I streaming all of it? Streaming all of it at the weekend? No. I hate streaming champs now, because the game mode is up there with the least fun that it's ever been because of the button delay and just the sweat lords in basically every single game. And the chat when streaming champs is normally worse than normal, either with toxicity if you're streaming it on TikTok, or just really quiet because other people are doing like their champs with the stream on in the background, and it means that there's less to talk about, so therefore you have to focus on the gameplay more, and that just puts you in a worse mood because the gameplay is horrific. I just don't enjoy streaming champs, so that's why the last few weekends you've not really seen it happen. And I don't know if that's going to change, because unless the gameplay significantly improves, my mood when playing champs is not going to be incredible. I mean, I'm at the point, it's sad to say, that whilst I am still doing champs... David, fair enough. I am with the mindset in champs at this moment in time where I don't actually really care how well I do. Like, I know that I am probably a rank 3 player, 11 wins. I got it on both accounts this last weekend, and I've had it multiple times this year as well. I can hit that. However, because of how laggy the gameplay is, the button delay is just pathetic. Combined with the amount of just jammy goals and stuff like that in the gameplay, I know that even if I play to my best ability in every single game, I might not get the wins that I have the skill level for. And it's really hard to motivate yourself to care when you know that that's the reality. So my mindset now is pretty much just get through my games. If I take some dodgy losses, that's expected now. And I think, whilst people were loving the idea of champs being down to 15 games, I do think it has made it worse. Because whilst you get through your games quicker, genuinely conceding one horrific double rebound goal is now more expensive than it's ever been. Because of the changes in ranks and the fact that there are less games and everything like that, having dodgy stuff happen in the gameplay matters more and more and more when there's less leeway in your ranks and results. Like when it was 40 games, if you had one game out of the 40 where you got robbed by someone that is considerably worse than you, and they just scored like 4 rebound goals, and their goalkeeper was Superman and everything like that, your players missed an open goal 3 times, you know what? Okay. It's horrific. It's one of the worst games I've ever played, but it's only one. We've got 39 others. Whereas now, you have that one game, you've only got 14 others. It's a killer. Absolute killer. So, for me, if I get double digits, great. If not, so be it. That's now my mentality with champs, and that is... It's sort of... I know that I am good enough that even if I play with that mindset, I'm not going to get 5 wins, right? DCs and stuff like that are incredibly costly. Like, I have had multiple games in champs this year where I have finished the game, won the game, and then it's kicked me off and given me a loss. I didn't really have that last year, but I've already had it multiple times. 4 or 5 times this year across the 2 accounts. I've won a game and then got kicked afterwards and got the loss. And yeah, that matters more than ever. So that's dumb. It's really, really dumb. And the fact that there still isn't any kind of system in the game to be able to tell the difference between your servers being the problem and my internet being the problem is insane. Fair enough, if my internet cuts out even for 10 seconds and I get kicked from the game, okay, it's frustrating because it's still not my fault, it's my internet's fault, but at least it was on my end. But when it's the servers, come on, man. It's just a bit dumb. So, with the mindset that I have for champs now, and the team and stuff on this account, I probably expect to get like 8 or 9 wins. If I get double digits, as I say, it's a bonus. If not, it's really not the end of the world. And... it's basically just packs and coins to keep the account going to do more reviews and videos. That's the main thing. Same with squad battles, same with rivals. Like rivals on this account last week, I did go up to Div 3. And I could keep going to Div 2, again, just to get more and more stuff each week. Like rival rewards, like this here, with what you get tradable, and the 40k coins, this pays for a player review, the majority of the time, this will pay for a review of someone that is 1 million coins. And hopefully give me a little bit more on top of paying for that review. So on this account, it's worth it. On the RTG, it's actually harder to justify playing all of these games. And I feel like that is probably the mindset that a lot of normal people have, is that they can't justify it because they don't have the need or reason for that. Whereas for me, when I'm bleeding coins each week doing these reviews, it makes sense that I have to try and, in order to keep making the content, I have to bring coins in somehow. And these game modes are how we go about doing that. So we'll get champs done. We'll get squad battles done. I've played one game in squad battles so far, and we did absolutely smash it on legendary. So that's a really good start. I've done both of these on professional. Really good start to try and get Elite 1. But this seems to just be getting higher and higher each week, to the point where you're having to do multiple games on legendary now. Whereas previously, you could get away with doing them all on world class, and you'd be fine. I think now, if you do them all on world class, you can't really afford to concede goals. Because world class, if you smash it, you're getting just under 2k points a game, right? On average. So, oops. So that takes you to 24k points, and then you've got this. So you're looking at just over 26k points. Like 26,500 points. If you're winning 5-0 on every world-class game. So you do kind of, if you want to be safe, you have to get some legendary games in there and hope that you do this kind of thing. Because that's huge. 500 points above average is massive in terms of being able to get that level. But again, for me, on this kind of account, this is worth it for me to try and get. Because at a minimum here, you're getting 20... 30... Let's say 35. That'll take you to about 40, maybe. Let's say 40. 50. About 60k, bare minimum. Which again, that means that squad battles, if we get an Elite 1, pays for 1 million coin card player review. So we've got that, we've got rivals, then we've got champs on top of that. And all of the coins that you get from just playing the games. And then any other packs and coins and stuff we get from our objectives. It makes so much sense for me to play these games and these game modes on my content account. But it's much harder to find the motivation for the RTG. Because whilst we've got the collection book, like, I'm at like 2 mil. That's a very, very healthy coin balance for that account at this stage of the game. So I don't really need to worry about that at this stage. And I think that's sad, because anyone else that's in that kind of predicament will instead just go and play COD, go and play Fortnite right now instead of this game, and it just loses popularity, which is not ideal. I don't really know what the answer is. I don't know if there is one, but yeah. So what you can expect from me over this weekend is ideally reviews of these two cards, Chiesa and Parajuelo, if I can actually get my hands on them. And then Joe Cole, and then either Harry Kewell or Yuli. We will see. But that's what I'm aiming for. But we need these price ranges to change because it's just silly. I'd be shocked if she... like, I'm actually amazed that that card costs that much. Maybe I shouldn't be that shocked considering how much Bonmati's Trailblazers cost. Or whatever it was. But it is kind of mad that that card is about 1 million coins. But people must have loved her base card. Her base card? Her Ballon d'Or card. They didn't love her base 79 card. Would you play Russian clubs to get some more SP points? I don't really care about the season progress either. Like, I actually care most right now about trying out different cards and doing... player review videos are the ones that I enjoy most right now. And so that's kind of where my focus is. I also want to make sure that we get the return of like challenge videos and stuff. So I've got these 4 videos that I'd like to do. So that's minimum Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Ideally, one of those days has a double upload. But then next week, I don't just want to leave blank days. I'd like to have at least one challenge video go up next week, which I haven't really done any of this year. I did some last year. And I want to get that back on the go as well. So hopefully that will be enjoyable, and hopefully it will go down well. But I've got a murder mystery to go and do with the Famalamalam. So, hell yeah. Which 2 would you suggest I play out of Van de Ven, Inform and Evo, Van Dijk, Varane, SBC, and Saliba? Van Dijk. Honestly, actually, you have these 4 cards. Play with them yourself. See what attributes of each you like the most. And then choose a combination where you think you've covered everything. Because, for me, I would like one of my defenders, ideally, to have, like, aerial and bruiser, and then the other one to maybe have like anticipate and intercept. But some of you guys would rather have 2 that have intercept and anticipate, or 2 that are just big bruisers. So it depends on your preference rather than mine. Like, mine would probably be based on those players, Van Dijk and Saliba, but maybe there'd be a different combination that would also work. So it's personal preference on what kind of centre-backs you enjoy this year. It is what I would say. So I'd give them a go. All 4 are great, right? So it doesn't really matter who you choose. They're going to be very, very good. But I would definitely try them out and try and come to a conclusion that suits what you prefer. Because I can give you my choice, but you might not like it as a combo. So, yeah. But that is going to be that, everybody. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Hopefully, I will see you for some content and some streams, most likely over the weekend. We'll probably do some more COD, as well as our player reviews and streaming this game as well. And, yeah, that is going to be it from me. Enjoy the rest of your night. And good luck with Champs if you're going to play it. I wish you the best. Okay, see you later, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream. Thank you for the subs, the follows, the super chats, all of that stuff. You guys are the best. Good night. Goodbye. In a bit.